Hey folks, how are you? Joe here. We have a special video today, one I shot a long time ago and I haven't been ready to put it out until now. Before we jump into that video, I want to give a huge shout out to my sponsor for the video, Raid Shadow Legends. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you know I go away for long periods of time to make camping videos. This time of year it gets dark at 5 o'clock, so even if I'm out camping every day, I need something to do from like 5 o'clock on. Sure, I film here and there, but once it gets dark, there's not much to film. That's when I bust out Raid Shadow Legends. You know, it just happens to be the greatest mobile game of all time, that's it. Raid Shadow Legends has a ton of champions, over 600 now. And all of those champions come from unique factions, each with their own history in the world of Teleria. Teleria! I implore you, go click the link in the description or the QR code to download the game. Raid has recently released the latest addition to its huge boss roster, and Raid's biggest, baddest, scariest yet, the Hydra. A super-powered clan boss that has multiple heads, each one has unique mechanics. If you can get rid of its head, it exposes the neck and it's open season. You can deal some insane damage before it grows back a new head. My favorite part of Raid is just jumping into a couple player versus player arena battles. If you want the best weekly rewards, you can join a clan to fight the clan boss. The fastest way to level up your champions is through farming the campaign. You grind XP and get loads of silver and a few artifacts at the same time. What's new in Raid? Well, they're giving away a super limited edition champion. Esports legend and Navi superstar Simple. Free to both new and old players in Raid. All you have to do is log in for 7 days between now and January 28th. So folks, this is the best time to get started in Raid. And if you use my link or scan the QR code right here, new players will get some resources and a free mystery champion straight away to kickstart your game. I can't tell you who it is, but just hit the link and see who you get. You will find these rewards here in your inbox for the next 30 days only. So don't forget to click the link in the description or use the QR code. Thank you very much to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring a video. It's been quite some time. Thank you guys for watching it. On to the video.
How you folks doing? This is an awesome trip. I'm really stoked for this. I have 4 full days of canoeing, but in those 4 days I travel over 120 kilometers, and each day I have roughly 5,000 to 7,000 meters of portage. 5 to 7 kilometers of portaging every day. So this is a huge loop. I'm in Algonquin Park, and I accessed through Cedar Lake, which is the north end. I have a very light backpack, probably about 20 pounds, just the essentials. No rain gear, no tarp, nothing. My canoe weighs roughly 30 pounds, so that's almost just under 50 pounds on my back. And this is going to be a marathon. I just have my multi-tool, no twig stove. I'll be using a canister stove. I don't assume I'll be rolling into camp until nighttime each day. Most of my trips this year have been pretty easy in the distance part of it. They've been difficult in their own ways and rewarding in their own ways. But the distance and the portaging and the hard effort work put into it just wasn't there. And I need one of those. I need one of those to keep me healthy, to keep me happy, to keep me sane, keep me appreciative. So that's what I'm doing. I did one of these last year up in Lake Superior, but I miss Algonquin. I haven't been back here in a couple of years, so I drove all day yesterday, about 6 hours, got a hotel. I finished the rest of the drive today. I've been paddling for 2 hours. I've gone across Cedar Lake. I've gone across a big portage, a 960 meter, and now I'm on the Petawawa River. And I'm just looking for my next portage, which is about 700 meters, I believe. Sun is red again from the smoke and with the fires nearby. Not even nearby, I'm pretty south from that, but I'm happy for it because it's hot. It's hot even with that particles in front of the sun. And I'm making some awesome time here. I'm riding the tops of these waves, just basically surfing them. There's big waves every now and then. I just keep getting pushed and just holding it straight. I'm cruising. I've made it to my first portage. Pretty windy. Oh, she's soaked. So this is typical Algonquin. Huge campsite, grass, signs telling you where you are, camp signs, big old fire pit. This is Algonquin. And you know what? I don't hate it at all. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, this is a 960. We're on our first portage and it's almost a kilometer. Big distance trip. Like a walk in the park, eh? Boy, oh boy, talk about a portage trail, hey? And you know what? It's nice for a change. I still love the north. Still love the rugged, hard stuff. And this is a hard trip too, this will be. But man, this is a nice, easy portage. I do not hate this at all. Okay, I can make it. Oh, I might have made it without getting muddy. Might have made it without getting too muddy. That is a pit. That is a pit. There's a decent rapid there. Let's go cast the line in. Even though this is real minimal, I still brought my fishing gear, you know. The bugs are starting to come out too, which is a first for today, so nice. No dice. I've been here for probably 15 minutes. Used a couple different lures. I'm not even confident that I had a real bite. Oh, I got real excited there for a minute. I took a cast by this rock ledge, and it didn't even have time to hit the water before this fish grabbed it, and I'm like, oh sweet. Fall fish. The Algonquin special. It was one of the bigger ones I've ever caught, if that matters. Which it doesn't! For part of this trip I'm on a river system and part it's a lake system and doing a loop. So I'm on the Petawawa River right now, and this is the same river that Doug and I did when we crossed Algonquin from west to east. So I've done some of this already, and that is a steep portage unless it goes to the side. Let's hope it goes to the side. It can either go that way or that way. It looks like there's a trail up there too. Oh my god. Oh, good. There's an arrow. Thank God. I'm going that way. Yeah, that's basically it. Like, that's my gear right there. Do have my water filter and a pee bottle. I can go in the canoe now. So I brought a couple of my favorite things for this trip for snacks because I know I'm going to want food and need food really bad. Dehydrated kiwis have become a staple, and my peanut butter as well. But I also brought a couple Pro bars, which I haven't had in a long time. So let's get down. Let's get funky. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, this one's not half as flat as they've been. There's mushrooms, there's frogs. Vibrant here. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Almost at the end of this portage, and walking past some people. Like, he yells back, hey, there's somebody on the trail. And he looks at me, hey, it's Joe Robinet. I said, close. He's a fan, and he wanted a picture, and I was happy to do that. He's a nice guy, nice couple. Should have got it on camera, but I always feel weird sticking my camera in people's faces when I don't know them. But no worries. We're gonna keep going on the Petawawa. There you go. There you go. It's getting warm. Getting quite warm. All right, I'm gonna look and see the progress I've made and all that fun stuff. I got a haircut. I got a haircut. See? I don't look too bad anymore. So I knew I was gonna see people on this trip, and that was part of the reason I wanted to come. It's kind of cool to me. I just talked to these older gentlemen in a boat, actually, in a dinghy. Motorboats are allowed on this, not a dinghy, a fishing boat. Motorboats are allowed on this lake. And he told me where some good trout fishing is on the way to where I'm going. My destination lake tonight, and then also tomorrow after I leave that spot. I said, well, I appreciate that, sir. He said, nice carbon boat. And I said, you know your stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on. Helicopter overhead. Tons of people around. This is the middle of the week after the long weekend too. I would never have been able to get my sites booked. Still can't see it yet. It's a hot day. There it is. Oh my goodness, it's smoky up there. Wow, it's hard to tell from down here. I can see just the glow of the helicopter light there. Is it smoky? It's hard to tell. Can't smell anything. That's a heavy duty chopper though. I don't know if you can see it. There it is, in the middle of the screen now. It's got to be smoky up there. I wonder if they're just on the lookout for forest fires or what. What's going on? In the middle of Radiant now. I just got to keep paddling. All right, we get to go underneath this bridge. At least we got the current with us. Under the bridge we go. On my map, this is a campsite, and it looks really nice and open and big. Not that I want to stop there, but there's a white sign on the tree, and it says campsite closed, which is strange. Anyway, I'm headed that way. It looks like the bottoms, maybe there's a fire here. The bottoms of these trees are all charred. Like they're still alive. They're all blackened at the bottom. Well, I see this little swift here, and I'm like, oh, I could for sure run this. And then there is a canoe tipped on its side in the water in front of me as like a warning to not do that. We're gonna do it. Let's go see what the heck is up with the canoe. That's very strange to me. Now this should be fine going through here. Oh my goodness. What is with the canoe? That is so silly. Is this a warning? What is this? Where are the people that were in the canoe? What's the deal? Why here? This is not even a crazy rapid or anything. I don't understand. Look at this poor canoe. It's a poor canoe. Oh my goodness gracious. Poor aluminum falcon. It's not even a rapid. It's a swift. It's just a swift. Story of the aluminum falcon. Pretty lake. All right, I got a trophy here. You ready for this? Don't let me embarrass you with my my little bass, my little bassy guy. First Algonquin bass in a while. Little guy, little baby bass. Okay, this one feels a little bit better. Oh, right out of the water. Hey, big boy. There he goes. It's a decent bass. I didn't try to let him go. It just happened. Oops. I was not going to. I'm not eating any fish on this trip at all. I didn't bring anything to do it, and I have the food I need. Just fishing for fun. And that was a decent bass. I wish I would have got him in the boat. Such is life. Actually, I've been casting here and getting hits pretty much every time in this little lily pad alley. So I just stopped here at this campsite that I was fishing in front of to take a little dip in the lake, which refreshed me quite a bit, and to have a lunch, a proper lunch. It's just about 2:30, and I think I'm gonna go till about 9 tonight. So it's about halfway for me today. I've been going for 6 hours, roughly. Started at 8. Anyways, just want to show you the site and some of the things I have found. Pretty decent site, shady, some forest back there, and plenty of flatness, but also garbage and army guys and an old metal file, le bucket. I don't know what this is. Contigo. Oh, it's the top of a thermos or something. Deck of cards, spewing about. So, Algonquin is a very used spot, and this year it's been used by a lot more people than normal because of all the lockdowns and not being able to go outside and things like that. Gray hair. Anyways, it is what it is. I'm gonna get dressed and go. I caught a few more bass and fall fish there too. Pretty good little bass fishing spot. Oh, I didn't show you this, the sock tree. Stinky. Okay, now this is the biggest fall fish I've ever caught. I thought it was a trout. Thought it was a trout. We're right at the outflow of some rapids here. So I had hopes. Anyways, just taking our time right now. I busted my butt most of the day, and just relaxing. I am going to keep moving, but need to have a little bit of fun while I'm out here busting my butt into the ground, right? Pretty decent waterfall up ahead. I've never been here before. It's moving too. Cool spot. Spun right around. It's after 5 now. I've turned onto the Crow River a while ago, and now I am paddling upstream. The topography has changed and the trees have changed quite a bit. There's lots of maple all around. Really pretty to look at. Happy to see it. So I have done a whole lot of portaging today. A whole lot. But this is by far the longest one. Almost 2.5 clicks. I think I'm gonna stop and have supper at this campsite here halfway up the portage. Well, 2 minutes up the portage. We got Happy Yak Moroccan Feast. Smells like a Moroccan feast. I'm gonna get this thing going, and I gotta go run and poop. I've had to poop. So we got the pocket rocket going. We need about roughly 200 mils of water. And we gotta boil it up and add it to the bag, so nice and easy. All right, that's gonna sit, and I'm gonna. Well, that was not a great experience. Not great at all. We got a mosquito in there. Nice. All right, so I started at Cedar. Cedar's the access, and this is where I started at. Came down here, into Radiant, crushed through Radiant, boom, 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 boom. All down here. Now I'm at the beginning of this big old monster right here. So I've gone to right here. I've gone 29.4 kilometers today. And then I hope to do these big ones, 24 75 meter, and then back to back with the 1210. It's like 5 kilometers almost right there of portaging. And then I'm into these little ones, boom, 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 boom. I'll either camp somewhere on here, probably, or maybe here. I could go. I could do the distance, no problem. I know I can. It's just a lot of portaging now after the whole day. I'll add up how much portaging I've already done too. I'll do that while I'm eating. Oh, all right. Well, let's dig into this. Sure, sir. I don't like the smell of it. That's for sure. No. No. I don't like it. It's got coconut or something in it. Ooh, I cannot stand coconut. Anyways, I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat it up. I'm somewhere on the trail. I don't know how far I've gone or not. This is the second time I've put everything down. Just need a break. It's pretty rough. I think after this one I'm done. There's a little camp in between this one and the next like 1500 meter portage right on the trail. This one turns right into that one, so I wouldn't even have a break of paddling. I think I'm gonna stay at that campsite there because that's all she wrote for old Joe today. Wow. I'm done that part of it. Look at the sun, it's so red. I'm nowhere near the fires. Nowhere near them. I ended there, and I thought the portage continued on, just turned, but I had to paddle across this little nothing right here, this little creek. Now I'm here, and I want to show you a couple things. I want to show you a piggy drawing. Where's the cat? I don't really know. Old Pepper the pig. We got a 1280 to go, and there's some boots. How do you lose your shoes? Unless you have 2 pairs, I guess. That's an odd thing to lose. So I did that one, that big 2500 meter one, in 50 minutes, 50 minutes. I had to put my stuff down twice, so not too bad. And I got to the end of here, took a little relaxer, and I feel up to it. So I'm going to complete this last one here and then camp at the first campsite that I come across on Levack Lake. half an hour. We did it. I can portage with the best of them. I am happy with my progress today. I am very satisfied with what I have done. I was kind of concerned before I started off that I bit off more than I could chew, and I did good. I crushed it. Anyways, we're on Levack Lake. Started on Cedar. For anyone who knows the park, that is my distance. We're gonna go. Oh, I see the orange, the glorious, glorious orange sign of a camping spot. So we're gonna go pull up there. It's like 8:30 or so. It's 7:46. Yeah, what am I talking about? That portage only took me like 25 minutes. It's pretty good, and half of it was uphill. Half of it was horrible. The other half was a dream. The other half was walking in a park. So that's probably why I was able to make up some time. Oh, there's a loon in front too. I doubt you'll be able to see him. Just kind of at the nose of the boat, about 100 feet out. Whoop. 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 La 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 la. La 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 la. Man, their heads are blacker than coal. It's the most dark shade of black I've ever seen. My sign there. Okay. Oh, there's a flat spot there. There we go. Cool. Okay. Well, I don't think I'll be having a fire anyways, but that's the fire pit. That's an old one. I got into a little brookie. A little brook trout. Not too shabby. Just catch and release. Nice. I caught a couple earlier, but they were all really small, and I lost a couple too. That was the best one I was able to keep. Not too shabby. So I'm obviously just out for a nighttime paddle and fish. I heard this little outflow from my camp, so I decided to just set up my tent real quick, hang my food, and come out and fish, because I'm about done. When I lay down, I'm done for the night. So we're in the tent, just about to go to bed. I've just worked it out. The total distance for today was 34.4 kilometers with 8,565 meters of portage. That's a lot. Oh, good morning. It's almost 7. I slept really well. Lots of mosquitoes all around. Looks to be a pretty clear day. I'm gonna get up and eat some oatmeal and bacon. Like my third time going upstream like this against the current real hard, real heavy. The last one was pretty intense. 20 after 9. Day 2. We're on Lavalle. And I don't see a sign of anyone. Lavalle is a big lake. I haven't seen anyone since I entered the Crow River yesterday about halfway through my day. It was pretty good for Algonquin Park peak season. Cormorants. We got gulls living next to cormorants. They're super invasive. There they go. Man, a whole flock of them. That's not good. I've personally seen what cormorants can do when they take over. And don't forget, I'm from the south, right? Like Lake Erie style. Middle Sister Island is now a rookery for cormorants. It's just full of cormorants, and I went on there. My old boss Ken, when we worked at the University of Windsor for the biology department research lab, and we went on the island. I'd take a boat there and then a little dinghy to get to there, obviously, and just the trees are stripped of their leaves. They puke acid up, like acidic stomach bile, and there's like half-hatched eggs everywhere and little like cormorant babies that didn't make it hanging out of their shell, and like just disgusting, absolutely disgusting. You didn't want to be there at all. They eat all the fish. They're super efficient fisher birds. They're good at fishing, but yeah, it's not good when they roll up, man. I'm surprised to see them here in Algonquin. I haven't seen them all day yesterday, and then here on Lavalle, I saw a whole flock of them. They need to do something about that, I think, if they can. Release tigers. They should probably just release tigers, then they'll hunt the cormorants and it'll be all fine. Oi, 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 Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oh, yep. Whoa. Oh my goodness, I was getting a little nauseous, man. The heat is getting to me. Been in the sun in the canoe for seems like hours. Oh. Oh. I'm sure my clothes will dry. The shirt is cotton, so I took it off, but I'm sure my pants and everything will dry. Maybe not the boots, but big deal. Okay. Up and at them. Up and at them. I just tinkled. Not expecting something like this for an Algonquin portage. Completely grown in. This is cool. That means not too many people come by this way. Upstream on the Crow River. I've been catching these little popcorn shrimpy trouts left and right on the Crow River here. I just switched up to my EGB lure again. It's much smaller and It's doing good for me. Just met a couple guys in a Swift Prospector and a blue one. He said, "Hey, you're..." And I said, "Joe." He goes, "Yeah, you're right." I said, "Yes, I am." All right. Oh, that was quite a long paddle. Quite a long paddle. Now I'm at this 1,220 meter portage from the Crow River into the Crow River. It's 10 after 4 now. I've already gone like, I don't know, roughly 30 kilometers, 25 kilometers. And I have this one, and then I have like a 3,500 meter portage after another big paddle. That one's the biggest one of the whole trip. I'll probably end up eating supper before that one. So very hot. Okay, out of the boat. Out of the boat. This trail is nice and flat. It's pretty easy. I'm happy for that. I feel like I'm crushing it, and I should be at the end soon. I've just been walking real fast. I haven't put it down or anything yet. Well, it is 6:30. I'm at a camp on Big Crow. Stop for supper. I got poop. Oh my goodness. Anyways, I worked it out. I'll tell you my distances and stuff right now. Not doing good. All right. Day 2 up and out of camp by 7 a.m. It's now 6:30 p.m. I'm at the Northwest camp on Big Crow. So far, I've traveled 34.8 kilometers with 4,005 meters of portage. If I stay here tonight, tomorrow I will have 32.7 kilometers with 10,345 meters of portage. So well over 10 kilometers of portage tomorrow if I don't do that big one right now. And the only reason I'm thinking of not doing it is because I'm hurting quite a bit now. And I'm running out of daylight. We shall see. If I do that big one, 3,750 meters. It's right here, right next to me. And it'll put me into Hogan. That's what I want to do. See how I feel after I'm done eating this and what time it is. Just dehydrated chicken and rice. And vegetables. Long day. Pretty decent campsite. Nice and shady. I'm out of the sun now. So that's awesome. It's time to man up and do this. Back in the water, just looking for my portage. I got that 3,700 whatever meter. And we got roughly just less than 2 hours of daylight left. So by the time I do this portage and find a campsite on Hogan, it'll be cutting it close. But we're gonna go crush this. I think I'm roughly halfway. It's been pretty flat so far, and the mosquitoes are just relentless. But it's definitely doable. I feel good about my progress. Keep at it, keep at it. I've been walking for 45 minutes straight. I just put the canoe down to pee. Oh, the end is in sight. The end is in sight. We'll get there. We'll do a time check. See just how long this 3,700 meter portage took me. I had to put it down twice to pee. Other than that, it was good. And it was relatively flat for the most part. Wow. Nice. Nice. Okay, I started at 7:15 and it's 8:30. So 1 hour and 15 minutes for a 3,700 meter portage. I can't say that that's a bad thing at all. That's pretty good. Not trying to toot my own horn, just very pleased with my progress. My arms got lit up by mosquitoes on that hour and 15 minute freaking march through bug infested. Anyways, we gotta find a campsite. I've always wanted to camp on Hogan Lake ever since I heard of it here. And the reason is because that's my nan's last name. It would have been my last name if my nan didn't marry my grandpa. Old Grandpa Robinet. So my mom, her last name was Robinet, and I was a bastard, so I am a bastard, so my last name was Robinet. I didn't get my dad's last name because he wasn't a dad. And if that would have happened one generation sooner, or 2 generations in a row, my last name would have been Hogan as well. Oh, Joe Hogan. Joe Hogan. The Joe Hogan podcast. Joe Hogan. Joe Hogan. All right, folks. I'm back at, well, my flashlight's dying now too. I'm at camp now. We traveled total today 38.4 kilometers with 7,755 meters of portage. And it's 9:30 and I'm going to bed. So I will see you guys in the morning. Good night. Good morning. It is 6:14. I'm about to get on the water any second here. Everything's packed up. What a nice sight. Let me show you what I did so far and what I have to do today. So again, the first day we came in at Cedar and we paddled. Oh, I got a mosquito in my eye. We paddled down into Levac. So from here to here, one day, here to here. Yesterday I paddled from Levac through Lavallée up the Crow River. This was a peg. From here to here is 19 kilometers, and I already had done probably 10 or so there. Anyways, that's all meandering back and forth there. That's why so much. Into Big Crow, and then did that big 3,750 meter port into Hogan. Then I am here. So from here to here in a day, and then now today I'm gonna go out to Cedar and leave. So I'm here and I have to go up. Big port, lots of paddling, big port, 2 nice ports with waterfalls, and then out. It's certainly an undertaking, but I know that I can do it and I'm excited for it. I decided to get on the water and start paddling again today. That's my goal, get out today. Then we'll calculate all the whole distance and everything, and I imagine it'll be roughly just under 120 clicks in 3 days, 2 nights. Today's day 3, but I'm not camping tonight if I don't have to. Just gorgeous out right now. Well, if that isn't the orangest sun going, it's got to be smoke again. Craziness, man. Absolutely craziness. So very far away, and it's so still affecting it here. It's 8:30. 750 and the 2,000 meter have been completed, and right now I'm on 11:05. After that, I got a decent paddle and then a 3-kilometer portage. Now this is pretty rough. I've been paddling through this for like 10 minutes. This is the channel I need to go through. Just all grown in with lily pads like crazy. I don't think many people come this way. All right, this is the biggest fall fish I've ever caught. It's fighting like a bass. Like a bass teardo. Come on, dum dum. Wow, this is a monster. Look at the size of this guy. Pose with my my fall fish. Oh, bam! Look at his fin and everything. Yeah, he fought good actually. All right, that's all I'm catching. I caught 2 small guys and then that monster, so time to move on. I'm getting pretty drained. I have completed the big paddle for today. We're on the big one. Walking for a little bit. Maybe I'm done 1/16 of it, 1/8 of it, but it's not too bad. Feeling all right. I hope this means I'm halfway. There's a little clearing with a couple benches, which is out of the norm for the portage, so continue on this way. But I'm assuming that means this is halfway. Also, this is called Unicorn Hill. I do remember coming on this one with Doug. We couldn't remember the name. We're like, Johnny Unicorn Magical Hill. Anyways, Unicorn Hill. All right, they just keep getting bigger and bigger. Look at this one. He's got a bunch of red coloration on his face too. It's probably as big as they get right there, I think. That's a big one. When I saw the red, I thought it was a brook trout coming up. I was super happy. First cast here at the bottom of these rapids. I've done that portage. Obviously, there was a bunch of females starting a trip, young girls starting a trip. Let's see, did I just get another one? Just got another one. Let's hope this is a trout this time. Anyways, after I talked to you, that portage just went all downhill for me. So I had, it's the same fish. It's the exact same fish. It's the exact same fish. I had an easy go of it after I talked to you, all downhill. Man, it's the same fish. It's the same fish. What a silly guy. Silly fish guy. Again, red coloration. It's the same fish. Same size, everything. Two casts, same fish both times. I've not seen that red coloration on them before. That's why I'm pretty positive that it's the same fish. They're all starting that portage from the hard side, the whole uphill side. Anyways. That is a pretty decent sized waterfall right there. I'm done the 300 meter. Now just for the 700. Alright, we're pulling up to the very last portage of this trip, 700. And at the end is a waterfall, and if it's suitable, we will fish there. Oh, nice landing, nice landing. Yeah, I definitely went the right direction on this trip, this loop. I could have done clockwise or counterclockwise, and I did it clockwise. If I would have done it the other way, I would have been hiking up all this. Like, granted, yesterday I did paddle against the current the whole day in the Crow River and against the wind and all that stuff, but the Unicorn Hill, I only had to go down it, and these two big waterfalls, I was already at the top. I'm walking down. Like, coming the other way would be much more difficult. And this is the exact way I came with Doug. It's just following the river. Silly me. Anyways, yeah, I'm happy I chose this direction. I read a couple things online about loops up in the top of the park, and some people were saying to go the other way. But I'm very happy with the way I chose, and especially for the duration and the length of my days and everything. So don't get me wrong, I had some hardships, but the portages, for the most part, while they were long, I didn't really have to go uphill too much at all. So thank God for that. All right, we ran into a subscriber at the end of this portage.
How are you?
You've been watching the videos for a while?
Yeah, I've been a fan for a couple of years, and you know, we're here just trying to see the waterfalls. This guy pops out of nowhere.
Well, it's nice meeting you, buddy.
Yeah, it's nice meeting you too, man.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. It was nice to meet him and his significant other and their friend. He's a filmmaker, so maybe we're gonna do something in the fall together. We shall see. I got up, I left from saying hi to them, and I went to go fish at the falls, and I saw a family there in a motorboat. This is an access lake again, Cedar, the one I put in on, and the dad thought he had a snag, and he's trying to get it out, whipping it. I was like, hold on a minute, I'll come untangle it for you from this side. And then it just goes, oh, it's a fish. It's the biggest walleye I've ever seen in my life. Like a big walleye. Anyways, he was super stoked. Gave him the old nod. He's like, gotcha. Anyways, it's 1:49, and I can see the takeout across the lake. Boy, what a difference one portage can make. This is a booming, happening place now. We got canoes in the water, motorboats going. It's 2:24. It's 2:24, and I've been in the car for a hot minute, and I talked to some people after I was done putting my canoe on the top and changing and all that stuff. So really good timing for today. Super happy with everything on the trip. I need to eat some food. That's a must, and drive myself home. But I will let you know the distances, like I said. Alright, this is hilarious. It didn't rain a drop the whole time I was out there. I didn't bring a tarp or rain gear. I didn't put my fly on my tent either night. And I was actually planning on staying another night. I thought the route would have taken me another night. So I've been driving for about 30 kilometers, and then this happens. It's pretty good timing there, bud. Pretty good timing there. Not upset about that one. Hello, folks. Well, I'm at a hotel in North Bay. I'm exhausted and I need to sleep.
So, I just worked out my totals. Day 1, 34.4 kilometers with 8,656 meters of portage. It's a lot. It's almost, that's 8.5 kilometers of walking with the canoe on my head and paddling 20 something of that, 27 of that ish. Day 2, 38.4, my biggest day total. It's 38.4 with 7,755 meters of portage. And today, day 3, I got up and it was gone by 6 a.m. It seems like a lifetime ago. It's 6:30 now, so 12 hours ago I started. 27.8 kilometers with 7,310 meters of portage. It's 100.6 kilometers total with 23 kilometers, 630 meters. So just almost 24 kilometers of hiking with that canoe on my head and my backpack on my back. That is 1/4 almost of the distance that I traveled. So that was a big trip for me. A really big trip. My hands are blistered, my butt hurts, my feet are sore, my knees and my hips are sore, but I feel good, and I'm really, really happy to have done it. I'm really happy to have blown my expectations out of the water. Again, I am not trying to blow my own horn. I'm sure nobody cares about this half as much as I do. You know what I mean? This isn't me trying to sound cool. This is me excited about over accomplishing what I tried to do. I'm gonna go to bed now. I really appreciate you guys watching. See you soon. Big old trip. In 2 days, 2.5 days. It's a big chunk. Damn.